What's up, bro?
Yeah.
What's up, dog?
What? I said, let me tap in with you real quick, talk a little boxing. It's been a minute.
Let's talk a little boxing.
Before we get into this Ryan Dev shit, which we were sitting together watching that fight. Uh, the yo, who you think won the? You think Usyk deserved that win over Fury?
Yeah,
It was close though. Fury got a lot of those middle rounds.
yeah, it was close, and I think Usyk. Uh, I mean, when it's close, you got to go with who put hands on who. He put hands on him.
Yeah, and in that ninth round, honestly, if that was any other fight, it would have been stopped because
Yeah, absolutely.
he
But you
was
got
getting.
to get Tyson Fury. That you got to give it to him. You got to let him go out on his shield because you done seen him get knocked the fuck out and get up.
Exactly. And there's a lot at stake. That was for the undisputed heavyweight crown. So too much on the line to stop it. But in any other fight, that would have been stopped. But kudos to him. He didn't want to go down. He should have took a knee and just got his composure. But a lot of fighters don't want to do that. And that's how they get hurt, when you want to stay up and deal with the onslaught. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
You want to see the rematch, though, right away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. That makes sense. So,
Yep.
so what's up with the? I see you mention the Ryan, but everybody was expecting that B sample to be positive anyway. Now he just has to prove, that he didn't take it knowingly. That it must have been some supplement, something he didn't know. That's the dilemma right now.
I mean, you can't prove that. It's too late to prove that.
Nah, yeah. I mean, if you got a good team and they go back and they track everything, every supplement you took, and go down any medication the doctor gave you, and then it boils down to maybe some of those traces were in that. That's his case. But either way, he gonna get suspended and all of that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
yeah,
So
man.
do they still count as a 0 or Dev record?
I mean, that all depends on the commission and all of that. I know Devin is fighting for that. They want to get that um, undefeated record back on. It was, understandably so. Dev fought his ass off. Even with all that, you seen him. He didn't give up. He was fighting his ass off. I know he want to get his lick back, but he said he ain't interested in the rematch. You know what I mean?
Frank a Tank.
Oh, I mean, you can't go against Tank. You already know that. Even though I don't like this whole, even though it's not his fault. The WBA has like some rehydration clause, and everybody blaming it on Tank, saying Tank put a rehydration clause on Frank, but that ain't the case. Tank didn't know about that. That's the WBA putting that rule in place. So for those out there
I'm just
saying
saying
that,
I only know the IBF to do that. So why the
yeah,
WBA
yeah,
do
I mean,
anything?
that's the same thing I said the other day. IBF had that rule in place for years, but they didn't want you to go over 10 pounds. So I don't know if this is a new rule the WBA put in place, but supposedly they want them to weigh the same on fight night. Now, I ain't completely upset with that because it makes it more of a fair fight, but you don't drop that bomb right now like, out of nowhere. You got to prep people for that. You know what I'm saying?
So, Shakur Stevenson a Tank.
Core over everybody. Shakur over everybody. Ain't nobody messing with that boy, bro. You see, ain't nobody trying to fight him. Even with the last performance, was boring, or he had one hand, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think Tank is phenomenal. I'm not saying that Tank, you know, he could beat anybody any given day. You know what I'm saying? Tank is one of the best fighters in the world, but we got to see him against those elite fighters. You already know that. I know you want to see. against
Boots
Dan.
or Errol Spence.
They ain't gonna fight. Errol going up to 154.
Boots going up to 154. I asked
When?
you a question. Boots or Errol Spence?
I'm not gonna answer that, but I'll tell you this. I F with Boots, heavy, right? But wait, the fight in Philly, that's at 147. I don't think that's 154.
No, but Boots going up to 154, 160, and 168.
When? Let him go up first, then we start to Errol ain't at 154. I'll tell you who I got over Boots. You know who I'm about to say. But
And whenever you want to bet that money, right?
I
Whenever you
should have put that bread up at the Barclays that day when you said I got an extra 10. Man, I was telling my people, stand, man. I felt something funny was gonna happen that day. But for that fight, I'll put some bread up. And
All right.
I think Boots is phenomenal. But you can't, you
y'all
know what I'm
ain't
saying?
seen shit yet.
No,
You ain't
listen,
seen shit
listen.
yet.
I know the sport. He passing the eyeball test. He's special. There's no question about that. But you can't. Cat's going crazy with the whole Bud thing. He gonna wash Bud like he. You gotta understand, Bud is a different type of fighter. He make adjustments against anybody, and he showed you that. He proved it already. You know what I'm saying? But Bud is gone. Like, he trying to fight big fights. Cannello win titles at 154. He trying to spend it.
Well, Bud is that nigga, man.
All right. So
You know,
you already
we
know.
never, one thing about us, we never take credit from a motherfucker. Bud is HIM.
Yeah,
All I'm saying
he like
is,
that.
all I'm saying is,
It's a hell of a
remember,
matchup. It's a hell of
Remember, I told you this. The next face of boxing is Jerron
I,
Boots
listen,
Ennis.
I won't argue. I won't argue you on that because, for one, he's in a tough situation. He's in a weight class where Cats is moving up, and it's a big risk, to fight him right now. He ain't gonna bring that many dollars in, but I think Eddie gonna help his career, and the world is gonna start to know. But he very well might be the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like him, Tank. I think boxing has several faces. Canelo is on it.
Absolutely.
Canelo's
Absolutely.
on his
him,
way up.
Tank, Shakur.
Shakur, you know what I'm saying? But I would love. I don't know if Boots is gonna have a nemesis, like an arch rival. That's the problem. Like Bud had Errol. I don't know if he's gonna have that dancing partner that he needs for his legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Maybe
just tell you
eventually.
something. We ain't got to worry about that. He going to keep icing niggas. He going to keep knocking niggas the fuck out. And
As
somebody going to have to fight him. And then he going to knock them the fuck out. And then that's how you build
no, no,
legacy.
no.
We
I
not worried about that. See, the
I
one
agree with
thing
you.
we understand about Boots is that you ain't got a fight on planet Earth that's going to outwork that nigga.
Nah,
He don't drink. He don't smoke. He don't party. His dad is the best defensive trainer in Philadelphia. I don't give a fuck what gym you was from. I don't give a fuck how rough they was. I don't give a fuck how good they fought. The one thing you knew, if you was from Philadelphia, nigga, you want some real sparring, go over
yeah.
top of that motherfucking mash jig to that dungeon where they ain't got nothing in that bitch that work. Them niggas might be in there jumping rope with invisible jump ropes, nigga, like this. Them niggas might have on jean shorts and Pumas in that motherfucker. But the one fucking thing you know,
They gonna work. They
you
gonna work.
you know, nigga, you go down Bozy Dungeon, this
Yeah.
ain't no sparring match, nigga. You're fighting for your fucking life in this joint. This ain't no sparring match.
Nah, I've heard the stories. I ain't
Okay.
go to Bosie's gym yet, but I'm gonna check.
He's no longer the king. Benavidez is the king. Because it is crazy, but Benavidez wasn't even born in Mexico.
Yeah, I know.
But
He's half Mexican, if I'm not
But
mistaken.
he get accepted by the Mexican people damn near like he was born there. That
Yeah.
don't usually happen
What?
for
What?
Mexican Americans.
Not real. Mexican boxing is big in Mexico. So
Right.
if they see somebody that has some talent, they gonna put you under their arm like, he with us.
No, but what I'm saying is for Mexican Americans, Mexicans who was born in the States, they usually have a Mexican following, but
It don't be like a
Nah,
Mexican.
it ain't the same. It's usually not the same. You're right. Yeah,
It's the
it's never the same.